Today we're talking about vertical translations on a square root function. First, we want to just graph the regular parent function square root of x. So we have this here in blue. This is going to start at the origin. It will have the points 1, 1 and 4, 2 on the graph. So let's graph this function. Now, what we're talking about specifically today is what happens when I take a parent function and then I add a number to it, what happens to the graph, or I subtract a number to it, what happens to the graph. So if you think about what we're doing here, we're taking a point on the original function and we're adding 3 to it. If we have the point 1, the square root of 1 is 1, but then we add 3, that's going to give us 4. So now instead of having 1, 1, we have 1, 4. So what just happened? It took that point and it moved it up 3. Let's do the same thing. Square root of 0 is 0, but now if we add 3 to it, we're moving that point up 3. And the same thing with this one. The square root of 4 is 2, but now we're adding 3 to it. 1, 2, 3. So now it's going to take this parent function and move every single point up 3. So if we add a number outside the function, on the end of the function, it's moving it up. Let's look and see what happens when we have a minus 4. We take the square root function, and now we're going to subtract 4. So the square root of 0 is 0 minus 4 makes this now move down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The square root of 1 is 1, minus 4 moves this point down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're at negative 3 there. And then 4, the square root of 4 is 2. That's how we got here. But now I'm moving it down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 minus 4 gives us negative 2. And that's what happens to the function there. So if I subtract a number on the outside of any function, this I'm showing in specifically the square root function, but this could be really any function here. If I subtract a number from that function, it's going to move it down however many units are there. So in this case, it was 4. Those are called vertical translations. You're taking a parent function, moving it up or moving it down based on the number that's added or subtracted.